I haven't finished yet. I was just my computer said something to me. Where is it? Where did I get to? No more, no more, oh never more, my heart, canst thou be my sole world, my universe, once all in all, but now a thing apart. Thou canst not be my blessing or my curse, the illusion's gone for ever, and thou art insensible, I trust, but none the worse. And in thy stead I've got a deal of judgment, through heaven knows how it ever found a lodgment. My days of love are over, me no more. The charms of maid, wife, and still less of widow, can make the fool of which they made before. In short, I must not lead the life I did so. The credulous hope of mutual minds is over. The copious use of claret is forbid too. So for a good old gentlemanly vice, I think I must take up with a virus. Ambition was my idol, which was broken before the shrines of sorrow and of pleasure, and the two last have left me making a token, over which reflects may be made at leisure. Now like friar's bacon brazen head I've spoken. Time is, time was, time's past, a timic treasure is glittering youth, which I have spent betimes, my heart in passion and my head on rhymes. What is the end of fame? 'Tis but to fill a certain portion of uncertain paper. Some liken it to climbing up a hill, whose summit, like all hills, is lost in vapor. For this men write, speak, preach, and heroes kill, and bards burn what they call their mighty taper, to have, when the original is dust, a name, wretched picture, and worse bust. What are the hopes of man? Old Egypt's king Cheops erected the first pyramids, and largest, thinking it was just the thing to keep his memory whole and mummy hid. But somebody or other rummaging burglariously broke his coffin lid. Let not a momentum give you or me hopes, since not a pinch of dust remains of Cheops. But I, being fond of true philosophy, say very oft to myself, alas, all things that have been born were born to die, and flesh, which death mows down to hay, is grass. You've passed your youth not so unpleasantly, and if you had it over again, 'twould pass. So thank your stars that matters are no worse, and read your Bible, sir, and mind your purse. There you go. Am I still awake? That wasn't bad, actually, was it? Bit morbid, I suppose. Good heavens, have you read that one before? You recited like you've written it. That's a gift you have. No, it just came very easy, that one. That was the first time I've read it. I do have a knack of reading things. Often I actually correct them as I'm going along. When I read my own poems, I have to do that. So I'm lucky in that way, that if it's written well, then it's easy for me. Might as well do another one. I've got another of George Gordon's here that I've read before, so this one will be easier. It's called, well, it doesn't have a title, but we'll call it When We Two Parted. When you wrote it while you taped it, I liked it. Huh? When you wrote it while you taped it. Oh, right, that was ages ago, wasn't it? That was a love one, wasn't it, or something? When we two parted, in silence and tears, half broken hearted, to sever for years, pale grew thy cheek, and cold, colder thy kiss. Truly that hour foretold sorrow to this. The dew of the morning sunk chill on my brow. It felt like the warning of what I feel now. Thy vows are all broken, and light is thy fame. I hear thy name spoken, and share in its shame. They name thee before me, and now to mine ear a shudder comes over me. Why weren't thou so dear? They know not I knew thee. Who knew thee too well? Long, long shall I rue thee, too deeply to tell. In secret we met, in silence I grieve, that thy heart could forget, thy spirit deceive. If I should meet thee after long years, how should I greet thee? With silence and tears. That's a really good one. Have I read that? I have read that one out before, haven't I, on YouTube? If I haven't, I need to read that one out, because that's a really good one. I haven't. I thought I have read that one. I'll have to remember that one, eh? I'll have to remember to read that one out, because that one's quite easy and quite good. It's swooning again. Turn the tape on. What tape are you talking about? Alright, let's do Shakespeare again. Don't think I've done this one before. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, a sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear time's waste, then can I drown an eye unused to flow for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled woe, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievance foregone, and heavily from woe to woe tell over the sad account of a fore bemoaned moan, which I new pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear friend, all losses are restored, and sorrows end. Should I now? His favourite verse. It's $1.99 according to that. $4. Wow, probably about $3 now.